Hey, welcome back to another episode of Instagram Podcast. I'm your host, Juan, as always. My co-host here with me. Hey, Trip.
Hey.
How you doing, man?
I'm pretty good. Feeling fine, feeling fresh. You know what I did today? Ask me what I did today.
What did you do today?
I tried to sell houses to kids, but at their school.
What? You went to Chico State?
One would think that that's a good idea.
You went to Chico High?
No, I went to Butte, which it's the junior college around here.
It's a poor man's college.
Pretty much everyone that's going to Butte is living at home. Why the fuck would you move out and then go to like a cheap ass place?
It's super affordable to go to Butte if you live at home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Long story short, talked to about 30 people in the like 4 hours that I was there.
Mm-hmm. Out at the main campus?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was fucking weird. So I just stood there like all day, baking in the hot sun.
You look good. Got a nice color in you. You're looking a little pink.
Thanks, man. I'm feeling a little bit pink.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Long story short, that's why I'm tired this week on the Instant Ramen Podcast.
Are you guys hurting for tenants? They're like, we need somebody to fucking take all these rooms.
Mostly it's just that there are a shitload of college focused like apartments opening up. Mm-hmm. So we're seeing weirder traffic than last year, but it's pretty consistent from what we've had for the last few years. I don't know. It's weird. Long story short, this week we are going to have an episode about a little show called The Disastrous Life of Saiki K. Mm-hmm. It came out on Netflix.
I mean, it came out before that, but it recently came out on Netflix.
Yes.
about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, maybe the longest.
And it's a comedy show, so if you don't like comedy, just turn it off right now.
Or if you actually hold on, if you here it is. Say that again.
If you don't like comedy, just turn this off right now.
Hey, and if you do like comedy, don't worry about it. It's not a comedy. So
yeah,
we'll make fun of it.
Roast it. We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it later. Yeah, man, so, yeah. What you been up to besides the Butte thing?
Have you heard of this new thing called movies?
Never heard of them.
Okay, well, they're like pictures that move.
Oh, you mean talkies?
Yeah, the talkies.
Yeah,
Thank
I've seen the
you
talkies,
so much.
Yeah.
Yes,
at the cinema.
Watched a couple of those.
Can I guess which ones?
Yes.
You watched Infinity War.
That's a bingo.
And
which is the new catchphrase that I'm going to say.
Okay, cool. Okay, fine. Okay. I can roll with that. That's a bingo. And you watched I Love Dogs.
Smoke them if you got them.
It's a bongo. Bingo bongo.
Bingo bongo.
Nice.
Yeah, saw both of them. First, I started out with a nice day of Isle of Dogs. Mm-hmm. Fantastic movie. I was surprised because I wasn't super into the Fantastic Mr. Fox.
People love
movie. It. Yeah, exactly. And this, I think, I don't know for sure, but maybe it's the animation. Not necessarily the style of it, but like the smoothness of it that bothered me with Fantastic Mr. Fox.
You thought it was too smooth?
No, there were times where it was like kind of rough. Yeah.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
This did not have that issue. They did some great things where essentially the whole movie is spoken in Japanese. Mm-hmm. But there are translators that speak over the person speaking Japanese, or there's a person that might be speaking in English, and that's translated to Japanese for other people. It's just a whole thing.
Is it great?
Yeah, pretty good job. And then all the dogs speak English, and they speak like...
And they're like super famous actors, like Bill Murray, Edward Norton.
It's a Wes Anderson movie, so yeah.
What's my favorite guy that's in there? Fucking Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad?
Yeah, Bryan Cranston's in it.
What?
Bryan Cranston's the main dog, I think. Bryan Cranston's the one that,
that makes sense.
I think so.
Huh. That's weird. He's never been in a Wes Anderson movie.
No,
I didn't
that's
pay
a new
attention
one.
to any
Yeah,
names.
because Wes Anderson usually like just recycles people.
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum's in that one too.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's in some of them, I think. Yeah, he's definitely.
Absolutely.
Anyways, one of the dogs gets pregnant and it has its litter. Mm-hmm. And they make gross little baby sounds, and it fucking cracked me up. Yeah,
nice.
To me, like, it was fucking so funny.
Cool.
But they do a really cool thing where anything on the TV is like drawn.
Yeah.
So it's just like animation, but stop motion drawn animation. It was really interesting. Yeah. They did a good job. Cool. So good movie. Infinity War, I had a good time with it. I don't know how you felt, but I really enjoyed myself.
I had a great time. I mean, I always like the Marvel movies are. I mean, here's what I've learned about Marvel movies: a lot of them you can't watch more than once.
Sure,
but they're great times to have at the cinema. Like it's so cool to see those spectacles on the big screen, and then you go home, you're like, I don't think I need to see this again. And that's how I feel about a lot of them for a while now. Like when the first Iron Man came out, I was able to rewatch it like crazy. I feel like Winter Soldier, I can rewatch it like crazy. But like I've only seen like the other ones once, and then if I've seen them a second time on TV, I'm like, this is pretty bad. Or like they just don't have any like rewatch value. This movie I thought was really cool. You know, it looked visually stunning. You know, all the special effects. I just feel because I'm a huge fan of, you know, the Marvel movies, and I really, you know, into the actors and casting and stuff like that. I know, I just kind of knew what was going to happen, and I knew, you know, and going into this, like, this is the biggest fucking fuck you, I guess, that Marvel did. Like, when they first announced this movie, it was like, oh, it's Infinity War Part 1 and 2. And then they later said, hey, guys, it's actually just Infinity War, and you know, then we're going to have another one. But we're not going to tell you what the other one's called because we don't want to ruin it. Yeah. It's just the second part of this one. Like, they try to make it, we knew it was happening, so people die in this, and I'm not that shocked because I'm pretty sure that they're all just, most of them, if not all of them, will come back. And well, it was fine. I mean, the only thing is like nothing really took me by surprise, and that's kind of a bummer. Like nothing really like oh my god, what a twist. None of that happened. But I did enjoy it. I just don't think it was like my favorite Marvel movie. And
well, it's just shame because they've already kind of announced some things that let you know
what's going to happen later.
Yeah, essentially. So without but I'm spoiling too much, I'm
excited for the next one to come out because to wrap it all up because you know, like I said, everybody knows how this one ended. It was ended in disarray, and now we got to bring it back all together. So I'm excited. Yeah, I did have a good time with that.
I thought it was pretty fun. Going off of what you had said about the rewatchability, pretty much just the ones with a lot of jokes are the ones that I like to rewatch.
Yeah, like I rewatched Guardians one a lot. I like that. I think it's a funny movie.
I like Guardians. Yeah,
I feel like I haven't done it, but I feel like I could rewatch Ragnarok because I really enjoyed it.
And Guardians, Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man. Well, Spider-Man's my favorite, so obviously. But I don't feel like I could rewatch Guardians 2 because I wasn't the hugest fan of Guardians 2. I felt like it was just like it was kind of
there were parts that I did like a lot, but
as a whole, Guardian ones shined way better.
Oh yeah,
and then you know, like other ones are just like I don't know if I'd like. I don't think I'd ever watch Ant-Man again.
I did it. Not worth it.
I don't think I'd watch.
I just watched it with my mom because she needed to see it.
I don't think I'd watch Doctor Strange again. I don't. No. You know, there's just like ones where it's like, whatever. I'd never ever watch the Edward Norton Incredible Hulk ever again. Oh my god.
I don't think anybody would.
No one should. Anyways, what have you been up to anime wise?
I've pretty much caught up with everything that's going on right now. I had to do a little bit of catching up to Black Clover, and I don't know how much we've talked about it on the podcast, but this seems like a weird little like jump. I fucking hate the intro to My Hero Academia.
Yeah, season 3. Yeah,
because the song is fine. Nothing's wrong with the song. The animation is fine. Nothing's wrong with that. In fact, they're both good.
But together,
dude, don't put them together. What the fuck are you doing?
It's like you know, tuna salad's good and chocolate's good. You don't eat them together.
No, you don't.
Eat them. You eat one bite here and then one bite there.
So I'm watching Black Clover, and they came out with the season 3 intro, and it had exactly what it needed. It had the right pacing. They had like movements cued to the music.
Gasp.
Dude, it was crazy. It wasn't just like cuts.
You sent me a text. You're like, man, the intro to the new intro to Black Clover is the fucking intro that My Hero Academia deserves. I was like, okay, whatever.
It made me so fucking mad. I'm like, okay, because Black Clover's fine, whatever. It's like an easy thing to watch. It's not anything special. And then it has this intro, and I'm like, well, that just did everything that My Hero tried to do.
Yeah,
but it succeeded. Yeah, it very well. I don't know. So yeah, I'm caught up with Black Clover.
Cool, man.
And going off of what I was bitching about, they released the full version of the My Hero intro song, and people are pretty divided on it. They're like, it doesn't sound like the intro. They like changed it a lot, and I don't really like it that much. And other people are like, holy shit, they added so much more. This sounds like a full song, and it sounds like different and good and dynamic, and I like it. And I don't know, I personally like the full song more, but it's still not something that I would listen to. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh well.
Well, you've been watching an anime, my dude.
So I haven't caught up with stuff in anime just yet, just because I'm busy with school. Finals are coming up, so a bunch of projects are going, being like, you know, time to fucking put up or shut up. Yeah. Like yesterday we were supposed to record, and then I text you like, look, man, it's not going to happen.
And it's all good.
Yeah, so I felt bad about that, but I was just like, I really did need to finish that thing. I finished it.
And it looks fucking good.
Thanks, man. It was like a concept art for some fucking thing, and I was like, great, it's done. Now I can crash, go to sleep, wake up, go to school at 8 or whatever.
Nice.
So yeah, but pretty soon summer will be here, whatever. I won't have school, so I'm hoping to spend a lot of my time this summer animating stuff, working on just perfecting or working on my craft.
Kind of just your own stuff.
Yeah, my own things that I want to do. Because from now on, from this semester on, I'm taking only animation classes and classes where like I'll be creating things, and specifically a senior portfolio class where I just make things for my portfolio. So it's cool. It's like great. I can just start working on animation. I don't have to take any more modeling classes, any more art classes, any more art history. Like I'm done.
Yeah.
It's just things I want to do. So I'm super stoked for that. So I'm looking really forward to summer, but I also really want to look forward to like anime during summer. So I want to watch anime and do my animations and stuff. So that's the goal, to do both of those things.
Yeah, man.
Within reason. Like don't be like, don't overload on one and like leave the other one at the wayside.
So I had never finished Shirobako. I started rewatching it.
It's like a confession. What?
No, yeah.
Which is Shirobako?
The anime about anime.
I want to finish that one too. Yeah. That's a good one. It's
just like lit up. It's like, dude, I'm on the same page as you.
It's a list. Yeah. It's on a list of things that I want to finish. That's for sure one I've been like, I want to finish that one.
So I watched the first episode of that again. I'm like, holy shit, this show's fucking good.
It's good. It's a good show.
So I'm excited to watch more of that.
What's something about the kids that have like the tops and they're magical or whatever, and like it's a magical world and they have like these spinning tops that they.
Oh yeah. Something about a different world. I don't know.
That's another one I've also like on the list. Like, I really want to see this.
That one's also. I have a few. I want to see what School Live turns into. That's the zombie.
The zombie one. Yeah.
I want to see what that one turns into. I want to see. Fuck, what is the name of it? From the New World. That's the top one that you were talking about. It's called Shinsekai Yori, and then Shirobako.
Yeah,
those are the three. Yeah, they've been on my fucking watch list forever, and I'm a piece of shit, and I just don't watch anime.
I feel you, dog. I for sure want to finish that one too.
Yeah, so I peeped the first episode again, and I was like, I'm right back in it.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's like what I'm looking forward to. So, actually, really quick, I caught up with an old friend of mine. You might know her as our local librarian.
Ooh,
yeah, I was friends with the librarians growing up.
Yeah. We talked about it a little bit on the podcast before.
She was my same librarian from junior high to high school, and she kind of got me into reading. She's a really sweet lady, but she retired a bit back. She hit me up, it's like, hey, I have something for you. I want to just meet up and see if we can give you this because I'm in Chico now. Because she was traveling for a bit after retirement. I was like, oh, cool.
Are you guys like Facebook friends?
She texted me like, is that weird?
I mean.
Like I really
no, it's not weird. It's not weird, but it's fucking weird, man. You're in high school, you texting with your librarian.
No. I know. I didn't get her phone number until I became an adult. Like I just recently got her number.
How did you get her number?
I didn't get her number. She asked a friend, a mutual friend of ours or whatever. Like a student from my grade she was closer with. She says, "Hey, can you give me Juan's number? I'd like to contact him." This was like maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. She wanted to contact me to give me a book that she wanted me to read. It was like, cool. So she texted me and I caught up with her. And then this time it was because she hadn't seen me in a while and she wanted to give me something else. I was like, okay, cool. She just gives me stuff.
What are you going to give her this time?
Fucking all of my love in the world.
Bring her flowers.
My support. Here's what happened. So anyways, she hits me up with like, wants to meet up before school at 11. I was like, oh man, my class starts at 1. I usually sleep in, but I haven't seen her and she's in town. Yeah. And I do want to see how she is. And so I meet her and I was like, do you want to get coffee? And I was like, and she's like, I'm like, I don't really like coffee, but like I feel like that's the thing people do when they catch up. And she goes like, I also don't like coffee. It's like, okay, do you just want to like meet in a parking lot or something? It's like, yeah. so we just kind of met at a in a parking lot and hung out for a bit. We just kind of leaned up against the car and like chatted it up. She's doing really well.
You could have been like, you want to go meet at the park or something, but instead,
no, because like,
I don't know, in like a parking lot. There's a good vacant one down here.
I needed to be downtown as I get to school.
Yeah.
So we just kind of chopped it up, and she gave me this print of like an art piece that was in the library when I was in high school that I always really liked. It was of this like robot who was like reading, and for the longest time the robot like really disturbed me. I was like, why the fuck is he reading? What's the fuck? What's he need to learn? And the more I looked at it, the more I liked it. And she reached out to someone, gave it to her. Yeah. She reached out to somebody and she made a print of it and gave it to me. I was like, oh, it's real sweet. And then she was, we were catching up. She's also really supportive of like when I'm doing with school, she's always like, look, man, you're a storyteller. Whatever you end up doing, I get it. Like when you're done with school, you need to find a job and, you know, provide for yourself and your future families. Like, but it's like, don't ever like give up on your creativity. Like, you know, someday make something that you want to make. It's like, oh yeah, absolutely. She's super supportive, super sweet. And then she told me like, I was like, how have you been? What have you been up to? It's like, I was like, I heard you went traveling. She went to some place in China or something like that where her daughter is, and then she went to Turkey and she's like doing really good. And then she's like, oh, but you know, I've been diagnosed with like breast cancer. And I was like, oh, what a fucking, I was like, oh, dude, I don't know how to fucking handle this. And I was like, oh, I'm really sorry. She's like, you know, don't even be sorry about like going through treatment. It's going really great. I'm just, you know, I wanted to see you because I was in town. She doesn't live in Chico. She lives in Tehama or whatever. So she's like, you know, just want to say hi and we should catch up. And next time we meet up, we should show, because she's also like an artist in quotations. I guess she makes stuff, whatever. She's like, you should bring some of your artwork and we'll bring mine and we'll have lunch and we'll like show each other stuff. It's like, oh, that sounds fucking great. So shout out to her, Miss Morgan. I know she doesn't listen to this, but because she doesn't like anime. But
I'm gonna send her this.
But she's super cool, and I wish her the best, and I really do. She's really important to me. I feel like she's a great person.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that was really nice. What else was I gonna say? When it comes to watching anime, Sunday, me and Sierra are having a big anime binge fest. We're just gonna watch as much as we can to catch up. But I have been watching here and there episodes of Major the Second or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh man, I fucking love the show.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's so fucking good. It warms my heart. It's just so charming.
That's kind of the way that it felt like with the first episode. It would kind of get to that point.
It did this thing where like I told you like the main character's shithouse. Like he's like, you know, he's just like not good at baseball.
Yeah, no,
I told you that like his dad's like right hand man, his son shows up, is like trying to get him into baseball. So it turns out like, I already saw. I was like, oh, he's just gonna be like amazing. Turns out the kid is super fucking athletic, but he's never played baseball. It's his first time playing baseball, but so he doesn't know the rules, which I think is hilarious. And then after the game, he's like, they're talking, and he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna play baseball. I think it's just boring or whatever. I don't see it. And I was like, oh, I love that dynamic where it's not like I'm good at this, I'm going to play this. It was just like, yeah, it's not for me. And the other kid gets super mad. He's just like, what the fuck? Like, you're super gifted at it. Like, and the kid's like, you know what? I'll play if you play. Cause like, I see like you're super passionate about it. And I also want to share that love for something. So like, we will make each other better. It hasn't got to that point yet. I think I'm halfway through an episode, but it looks like in the original Major, the main character who is, you know, in Major the Second, that's his dad or whatever. The main character in that one was the pitcher, and the best friend's dad was the catcher, right? So there's
called a battery.
there's a relationship between pitcher and catcher.
Yeah. It's called a battery.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
and then it looks like it hasn't been confirmed yet, but the main character in this Major Second has a shit arm. He can't throw very far, but the other kid has a great arm.
Yeah,
and it looks like in the intro song, like the kid is playing the catcher position and the other kid's playing the
nice.
Like the pitcher. I was like, oh man, like I really, for some reason, like I really fucking like that.
I'm into that for sure.
I'm really just digging the show. It's really nice. And I was gonna snap you like this bit where like this girl goes and talks to the main character like, hey, I just want to let you know that like I've seen you practice, I've seen you play before, and I thought it was super cool because like you were out there giving it all and you really loved the game, and I wish you'd play again. Yeah. And the kid's just like, fuck you, bitch. I was out there struggling. You fucking baka, out of here. And then he leaves, and the girl's like, this stays on the girl, and the girl's just like, how? She's like, how could you? How could you say that to me? And then she goes like, how dare you? He's like, give me back. She starts crying like, give me back my first love, you son of a bitch. Like it's like learning that like your first crush is a total dick. Yeah, so I was like, oh my god, it's fucking great. Anyways, awesome show. I'd recommend it to everybody except for you because you don't like love. You don't like charming things. You have no love for baseball. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah. No, that's yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. But besides that,
dude, the battery relationship's super fucking cool. There's a reason that I know what it is. And it's because I think it's super fucking cool.
I'm really is it just because like, oh, nice.
Yeah, pretty much. I learned that and I was like, whoa, that's cool. And then I looked up more stuff and I'm like, oh man, that's really cool.
I do that sometimes too, where it's like, this is interesting. I need to learn more about silt. And I just like read an article about it. Like, nice. I'm glad I know that now.
Yeah, man. So sounds like you've been having a decent time with your own anime, but Sunday is where you're really going to shine.
Sunday, we're going to be watching just like, I'm assuming we're going to watch all of like
Darling
the Franxx, catch up with that.
Yeah.
My Hero, fucking Megalobox. The shows that we decided to watch together. I think Megalobox, I think we decided to watch Lupin together and something else. I'm not sure.
All right. Well, little secret. this last week's episode of Darling in the Franxx, since I announced last week in our episode that there's going to be a week off. Yeah, well, it turns out that there was, but
yes. Recap.
It's a behind the scenes episode.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you might really be into that. I don't really know
Have you seen
how
it?
much. Yeah, essentially it's just interviewed cast members being like, "Oh, what do you think the most important moment was for your character?"
The boobs,
like,
the boobs.
I really understood my character at this point. Like that's when I kind of clicked and I was like, "Oh, okay, so we're going to be this kind of a person."
Cool.
And then they could relate more and whatnot. And it also shows the guy who's writing the manga for Darling in the Franxx. I don't know if you knew there was a manga that's
Oh, so okay, because
they're making a manga.
Okay, good, because
Yeah.
this is an original story, and now they're making the manga.
Yes.
That's cool.
And the dude essentially just says, "Yeah, I just come here and I work all day, every day. It's all that I can do.
I don't see sunlight. My parents.
Yeah, it's a lot of work and it's very tiring work. And I do make money, but it's only a little bit of money." I'm like, holy shit! Why did they put this?
Does he like fall asleep in the middle of interviews? He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, did I sneeze off?"
Yeah, he's like having a really hard time. Well, like the voice actors are like, "Yeah, like this thing's going on." He's like, I do the drawings in normal work. I've written things before. It normally takes me a little bit of time, and this takes me about 4 times as much. And I already spent all my time on it, and I don't know. Just like,
this
dude,
poor guy.
Oh man, I felt so bad, but it was fucking hilarious that they put it in there because it doesn't like inspire me to
be a manga artist.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, that sounds fucking horrible, but it does make me want to buy the manga. I don't even want to read it, but I want to buy it. Just be like, here you go, man. Like, I'm so sorry that you.
Here's $5. Go get yourself a sandwich.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, poor fella. He should be on the streets instead. He'd
that
be
is pretty
making
sad.
more money. Yeah, no, it's that was interesting. But the whole behind the scenes was pretty cool. It's interesting that they would take an episode and do that.
Mm-hmm. Well, Trigger is definitely, not a very, traditional studio.
That is true. Yeah.
I'm not surprised. But it is nice to see something like that. So
yeah.
Especially when we thought we weren't going to get anything. So.
Right.
Cool, man.
Yeah. That's pretty much my anime, new stuff that I've been doing.
Yeah, man, me too. I guess we're going to get into the news, but we have a decent chunk of it. So hopefully we can just talk about this for a bit.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, if you didn't see the time of this episode, it's not like that long.
It's for sure not a 2-hour long episode. I'll tell you what right now.
So, Attack on Titan Season 3 has released a promotional video. Did you see it?
Oh, of course not.
Okay, yeah, good.
Did you?
Yeah,
Why don't you fucking send it to me? You should just, why do you know what? Fuck you, this is on you. Every time there's a video, you always just like, did you get to, no. Send me the fucking link and be like, watch this, and then I'll watch it.
I don't fucking know. You always find this weird shit. You're like, oh man, you hear that the new Sonic manga is gonna get like dildos? And I'm like, what?
Oh,
how'd you find that?
So shouts out real quick. So turns out there's this guy in my major. I mean, I don't think he'll hear this. But turns out he's racist. Well, that's beside the point.
Yeah, okay.
But he's a decent programmer. And a friend of mine noticed that he was doing something on on his blog. He had like a link to like a DeviantArt page or whatever. And he's like, oh, I'm curious. So he went to the DeviantArt page. Dude, turns out the guy's been working on for the last 2 years, been working on a crossover fan fiction comic book. It's called Sonic the Hedgehog Z.
Okay,
it's a match. It's like Sonic meets Dragon Ball Z, and oh my god, it's fucking terrible. It's so bad. It's so I mean, it's not like it's not like the artwork's not that horrible. It's just it's not good,
Yeah, sure. But the fucking dialogue's garbage.
The dialogue, dude. The text bubbles are this big, and there's just paragraphs in there.
Oh my god, that's bad.
It's it just makes me laugh every time I think about it. I've never seen the kid that did before. I've just heard about the guy, and I saw his work.
You don't even know.
I don't even know. He's on the game development side, so I don't really see those guys. But I was just like, oh my god.
There's a dude that I'm imagining right now that I programmed with. And I think it's him. I'm not going to ask his name or anything.
I don't know his name. I'll take a picture of him. I'll snap it, and I'll be like, "This is the guy," and you tell me if that's the guy.
So you know what he looks like?
I don't, but I'll ask. I'll ask him to point him out. But I thought it was super funny that it was just I was just like, "Hey, you want to hear?" My friend Lily came into the room. Was like, "Oh my god, I have the biggest thing to tell you. It's it's huge." And I was like, "Oh, it can't be that big." It was massive.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. So check it out, guys. Dragon Ball. No, it's Sonic the Hedgehog Z. It's on DeviantArt somewhere. You could literally Google it. It'll pop up.
Probably could.
Yeah.
It's fucking fucking weird, but awesome. Long story short, season 3 of Attack on Titan is going to be 24 episodes long.
That's what we were talking about.
Yep.
How many?
24. So it's going to be a 2-core.
That's fucking right, you lazy pieces of shit.
Because that 12 episodes,
was
I was like,
bullshit.
okay, yeah, I'm down, but like, hey, how about a little bit more? And
I was like,
doing it.
I was like, hey, I'm down too, but fuck you guys, because this is fucking bullshit.
Also, the promotional video, not a lot to take away from it. Essentially, it's just like, oh man, they're flying through a city. Cool. But.
Titans.
And
Titan butts.
But.
I don't know what.
I don't remember what character it is, but somebody yells out, Kenny! Kenny?
Kenny.
It's fucking, I don't know, but I'm so excited now. I'm like, bring me the Kenny. I think he's gonna be the cowboy guy.
Oh my god. Okay, fine. Look at how high that shit peaked.
It was important. I just thought I should really deliver that.
Anyways,
I'm excited about it. And
I am too, I guess.
Yeah, I think you kind of have to be. So I think it comes out this year. Cool. Are you excited? I am.
Yeah, 24 episodes of a show that should be good, hopefully.
Yeah, probably. Definitely. It's going to be so great. It's going to be the Ancient Magus Bride on crack.
I'm still so bitter.
So a little piece of news that you told me about. A sequel to Princess Principal has been announced in a 6-part movie series.
Yeah. Oh, which kind of threw me. Did you read the article, or did you just like take the top of the thing?
I essentially read like a little bit, and then I read more on stuff.
I just read six movies. Like, holy shit! And I was like, nah, it's probably like one movie chopped up in 6 bits.
I
was like, if it's 6 feature length films, oh my god!
It's more so like an extra long episode.
Yeah. What I'm wondering is like, because when I saw it, I was like, huh, interesting. I remember Trip being not super in love with this show.
I mean, the thing is, I liked it.
You wanted to like get a lot more, though.
I liked it, but I wanted more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
You excited for this?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But nah.
No.
Because if they treat it like they've treated other movies, per se, they have aired it in theaters, and it takes a while to come out. They did this for... Oh my god, it's a girl show, and there's a war going on.
Is it the chick that are like tanks or whatever?
I think so. What's that one called?
I don't fucking know.
All right, yeah.
They're the air chicks. They fly or whatever. They have like weird legs.
No, it's not going to be that one. I don't remember the name of it, but the important thing is it's like that.
You know what?
And I don't want to have to wait. I want it to just come out.
That being said, if they do premiere at our, in our town, we have to go watch.
Oh yeah, we talking about all kinds of princesses, all kinds of principals.
ReZero and Relife, the Relife OVA. Those are also two things I want to watch during summer.
Good.
I'm gonna say it out loud. So don't forget.
Yeah. Don't forget. Say it out loud again.
ReZero and the OVAs for Relife.
There we go. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And you know what I'm more excited about? Maybe depending on how the rest of my watching Shirobako goes.
Sequel to Shirobako?
Close. There's a movie that's been announced for it. And I'm pretty excited about that. Just the potential that we've got there. Because I don't know exactly what happens in the show, but a movie? Like, what?
Again, Shirobako
anime
one.
Anime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that why you looked it up? Is that why you rewatched the first episode?
It's mostly because I look at it every week, and then I'm like, I should really watch that. And they were like, there's a movie. And I'm like, I have to watch it.
Yeah. Wow, that's super cool. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I like the show a lot. I didn't see it all, and I still like it.
And you're about to watch all of it because there's a movie coming.
If it's a recap, you're going to be pissed.
I'm going to be like, remember in Shirobako where they raced cars?
Yeah, it was fucking dope.
That was in the intro, too. Wasn't that cool? Yeah, so other news that people are fucking hyped about. A TV adaptation of Bloom Into You has been announced. It's being made by the studio Troika, and it's going to air in December. The reason that this is so important is because it's an anime. I think you might like this a lot. What? I don't know for sure. So for people that...
How well do you fucking think you know me, asshole?
Pretty fucking good. For people that don't know this, yaoi and yuri are not always pornographic.
Yeah.
That's just the term for like gay relationships in manga and stuff.
You and I?
Both.
Yaoi?
Or yuri, depending on how we feel that day.
Right.
Yeah.
Yaoi's the guy one.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I just want to clarify.
Anyways, Bloom Into You is a Yuri manga kind of about figuring out who you are and how you fit into relationships. So it's got a lot about that young love type thing that you're really into.
Are you calling me a lesbian?
You say it all the fucking time. You're like, I fucking love lesbians, bro.
When have I ever said that?
Like twice before.
Play back the tape.
Twice before we recorded this.
That's not true, but that could be. Like, I mean, that's something that people that knew would be like, he probably did say that.
Yeah, because I'm sure during the day you probably said, bro, I love lesbians.
So it's like a story about a girl who's a lesbian, but like it's not like super sexual. It's like a legit story.
Yeah,
like
no, it's like figuring out your place in the world and dealing with love along with that.
That's interesting. Yeah. I'd love to see something like that.
I'm really excited about it. And I figure that if it does have to deal with that young love that you always appreciate because it has like a special place in your heart because it's something you experienced, this is going to be like that, but gay.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool.
Which some would say is better. I don't know who would say that, but some would. All love is the same.
Don't look at me. Just keep reading your fucking news.
Hey, big news. Madhouse is going to be making season 3 of Overlord. They're not stopping. They keep going.
I'm just flabbergasted. Like, why would they continue Overlord but not pick up One Punch? Like,
they're just like, hey, JC staff, you got this? Because we're kind of busy with Overlord over here. Like, what happened?
You know how I feel. The second season of Overlord was kind of disappointing, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was a lot of building up and, like, not a big end to it, I guess. But it established some good relationships for this next season. So as long as we don't keep fucking around and building the whole crew, then we gonna be good.
Yeah, okay, I'll watch it.
I mean, I just want to see some more Butler slapping, and I want to see him beat the shit out of like a rapist piece of shit, Again, yeah. Yeah, very important. So on a very different note than Overlord, I Want to Eat Your Pancreas is going to be coming out this fall.
All right, finally.
We've been waiting for it. This is the movie about cancer, yeah.
Oh, man, now this shit got too real again.
Yeah, man. So I really want to see this movie. I've been waiting for it for a long time, ever since I heard about it. I could have read the manga by now, but I kind of thought... you don't know how to read, boom. Yeah, I kind of thought that somebody would be able to tell me with visuals instead of with visuals in a book.
Moving visuals. Talkies, if you will.
Yeah, talkies. So, I don't know. I'm stoked. I'm sure you're stoked.
Yeah.
I see it in you. You're excited.
I've been wanting to see it. It's got a great name, so it's got to be good.
It does. The first time I read it, I was like, the fuck? And then I found out it was about cancer, and I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Sounds interesting.
So, the show Tokyo Ghoul Re? It's airing this season. It's like the sequel to Tokyo Ghoul. Long story short, it's going to be 24 episodes long. People didn't know that. And they're like, oh, yeah, by the way, we're going to make like 2 core.
Everybody's like, 2 core. 2 core. I heard people don't really like this Re thing.
You know what? I don't know shit about Tokyo Ghoul. I don't know shit about Re. But I'm going to say this. Tokyo Ghoul Re is the best Tokyo Ghoul we've ever seen.
I've seen the other Tokyo Ghoul.
Okay.
I haven't seen this one.
Why not?
Because I don't want to.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So technically, the best Tokyo Ghoul I've seen is not this Tokyo Ghoul.
It's the best I've seen.
Okay, then that could be true.
I haven't seen either, so I'm sorry, guys. I'm just being an asshole. But hey, you like dubs?
I do like dubs.
I also like dubs, but not that much. However...
Solid. No, great transition.
Nailed it. Crunchyroll has added the English dubs for Kill la Kill and Sword Art Online too.
Oh, nice.
Pretty interesting that it suddenly is doing this.
I need to finish Kill la Kill, but I know it started. I didn't know they had. Did they? I need to watch. I'll watch it. If it's dubbed, I'll finally finish it.
Yeah, man, you got this. Something important to me: the new season of Sword Art Online, Gun Gale Online Alternative. Really good job so far. I'm so excited.
That's another one we agreed
more.
to watch together too.
Yeah, I'm really fucking into it. The first episode had me hooked. Mm-hmm. The next couple, pretty good. I think it was the 4th episode that just aired. Oh man, convinced me. It hooked me at the end there. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna watch this whole fucking thing.
Pancreas.
I'm so down for it. Yeah, I'm stoked. I don't know how other people are like feeling about this show at all, but I think it's way better than Sword Art Online. but I don't know, because when I first watched Sword Art Online, it felt so new, it felt so different, and it was fucking gorgeous.
Yeah,
and like nothing has really felt that way since I've seen it.
I feel like Overlord season 1 felt really good for me. Like it was like, oh, nice. And then season 2 just shit in my mouth. So
yeah, season 2 is a little bit different, and that's similar to the second arc of Sword Art Online.
Too core.
Yeah,
Yikes. Pull on the collar.
But Gun Gale Online Alternative, they're nailing it. I don't know why. I don't know specifically what the director is doing that's making it so good,
but he's killing it.
Keep it up, never stop. 3 hertz, let's go.
Hey.
So that's all the news I got.
Cool, man. Good news.
Yeah.
So here's something funny. You and I were talking about the show we were gonna watch, right?
Uh-huh.
And last week I remember you saying like we're gonna watch this show. I was like, okay. And I said, I'm pretty sure on the recording I said, okay, I'm gonna watch as much as I can because I don't know if I'm gonna like this. And he goes like, you like put your seat glass. Well, from what I've seen, it looks like you're really gonna like it, you know. And I was like, because you've seen clips or whatever.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, fine,
clips.
go home. I look up Saiki K, right? And it's like 24. Instantly text. Don't even start. Instantly text you. Trip. This show is 24 episodes long.
Like,
and you go,
don't worry about it.
Well, watch what we can watch.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what a fucking guess. So guess what? Watch Saiki K.
Yeah.
Fucking trash.
Yeah, I did not.
Fuck you. I was instantly mad at you.
Enjoy it at all. Why?
Because it's your fault. You wanted to watch this.
What would you have done instead?
Well, I would have watched.
What are we doing next week, Quan? Why don't you announce next week's episode? Because you're the one that gets to decide it now.
We're probably gonna watch another anime that dropped on cranking Netflix recently.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna watch In the Corner of This World.
Fine, we'll watch
In this corner
that.
of the world.
Yeah,
whatever
we'll watch
it
that.
is.
I've been meaning to watch that.
Me too.
Anyways, so I just thought it was funny because I remember calling it like the weekend of the week before, like
course.
I'm not gonna like this, and then I watched it like I don't like this.
You know, okay, so
the reason the news is so long because then you text me like, don't worry, man, I got a shit ton of news. So most of this episode is news because I can't talk for too long about Saiki.
That's fair. So it was made by the studios Egg Firm, who have done things like they've kind of been smaller studios that haven't really been a part of the whole like, oh yeah, this studio did it. Anyways, they've done Kino's Journey, The Beautiful World, the animated series, the one that we enjoyed.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. And then JC Staff, who's done so many things: Food Wars, Bakuman, One Punch Man season 2. We all know. Yeah.
I like Bakuman.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, you're gonna love this show. The director, Hiroaki. That's an interesting name. I kind of like it. Hiroaki Sakurai made Cromartie High School, and Parappa the Rappa.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Okay, so it totally makes sense to me.
He sucks balls, is what you're saying.
He's also made other things, but those are the notable ones, I think. Cromartie High School is another comedy series that's pretty intense, and it's a bit different than this one. But yeah. So long story short, I've seen clips of the show and I'm like, man, those are funny concepts, and like people talk about them or whatever. I'm like, yeah, that's fucking great. That sounds hilarious.
Yeah, let's fucking do it.
And guess what? It is fucking hilarious in concept.
Yeah.
Execution falls drastically. So the Disastrous Life of Saiki K is about a psychic boy who was born psychic, and he's just a fucking psychic mastermind, and he has to figure out on how to live his life in the most normal way possible where all of his psychic things aren't affecting him.
Yeah.
So he doesn't he reads people's minds, and he doesn't really have control over that. He has a special thing, or when he touches stuff, he knows everything about it. So when he touches somebody, he knows everything about them and all their memories and shit.
He's
so
got every power you can think of.
Yeah, pretty much. Except sometimes it's incredibly limited. Like he's like, oh fuck yeah, I could teleport anywhere I want.
But I gotta wait for 30 minutes.
I have to wait for some reason, even though he's doing all this other crazy psychic shit.
And the show's a slice of life comedy. That's like, you know,
it is, yeah.
And like every episode is like it's several different bits in it. You know, it's like it's not just like one whole story. It's like a chunk of this, a chunk of that, blah blah blah. Look, man, I watched 8 of them. I think. Yeah. How much did you watch?
6.
What? I fucking watched more than you.
You sure did.
Look, man, I texted you because you texted me like you. Then you later on you text me, hey man, have you started Saiki K? And I was like, yeah. This, and I was like, yeah, man, I have. I've watched 7 episodes. I've literally not laughed once.
Yeah, I didn't either.
And then you're like, oh man, I wanted to warn you. Like this is a bad show. I was like, I'm like, dude, I can't do it. There's no way I'm watching 24 episodes.
Yeah, I'm like, don't even worry.
I finished because I was on 7. I finished the 8th one, and I was just like, you know what? That's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
That being said, there are things in the show that I liked.
There are so many things that I liked,
but it wasn't good. Like,
and it was so bad.
There's like so many bits in it. So like you were saying, like he's got these powers or whatever. He's super. It's kind of like, it reminds me of kind of like Mob Psycho meets like some shitty show or whatever. You know, like
Mob Psycho meets Cromartie High School.
No, it's like Mob Psycho meets Cromartie High School, and then that has a baby with fucking Neo Yokio. Like it's just this fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just fucking. It's a shit show.
There are certain bits that I think are funny.
Do you want to talk about the bits that the bits that I enjoyed that like in concept were good but didn't make me laugh? Because I swear to God, didn't laugh once. Not even like a
dude. I'm
not even like a chuckle.
I didn't either. I didn't have any laughter. I didn't care about pretty much anything.
Yeah.
So he looks weird as fuck. He's got weird antenna, and he has like pink hair and stuff. And he's got these freaky fucking glasses. He just looks like a psychopath.
Does he have
glasses? But he gets away. Yeah, he has like green glasses. Like sunglasses.
I'm gonna look it up.
All right, go for it. You watched 8 episodes? Are you sure?
I can't remember him wearing glasses.
So they explain the reason he looks so weird, and he's just like, yeah, sure? I mind control people so they don't see my antenna that like keep my powers under control or whatever. But he's also like, and I just so happen to like want to make sure that having pink hair wasn't weird. So I accidentally changed all the human genetic code when I was a kid, and I did this super fucking powerful thing.
He does have glasses.
Yeah,
right?
He sure does.
Yeah.
But then the fact that he's able to change the human genetic code to include these wacky ass fucking hair colors, but he has to teleport and wait like 5 minutes before he could teleport again is whack as fuck to me.
Okay, this is a bit that I really liked. I think it might be in that same episode. Maybe it's in a different episode. But he's the way he explains the world he lives in, I did like. So the bit is like anything that we would consider an anime trope, like the fact that people get into get bodily harm, but then
this
quickly,
was clever.
But quickly like regenerate their health or whatever, or people get their clothes ripped off, and then the very next shot their clothes will be back, or the fact that people can talk really fast and people understand them or whatever. Yeah. They were all these are all anime tropes, right? The way it was explained was like when he was younger, he would just kind of mind control on the mass scale and change things to benefit himself. Like he healed a kid one day, like it hurt his knee, and then he realized, oh, that's not a normal thing. He's like, it's cool. I'll just make it people think that it's a normal thing to heal fast. And because of that, genetically humans changed into healing fast.
And that's funny. Yeah. That's a funny concept.
That's a great concept. It covers the whole like, oh, this is so absurd. The whole absurdity of like he literally made his world into mangas. The fact that people have like colored hair, he made like pink is now a very common hair color. Because like his hair was pink, so people will dye their hair different colors. Yeah. It's like it's not a big deal. It's like, it makes so much fucking sense. Just that whole bit, I was like, you know what? Fucking props to you, Saiki K. Like, I really like the way they handled that. Cause I'm like, this is that is a great idea. The way they explained why there's so many stupid anime tropes in this world.
Yeah.
But besides that, like, there's like other things. Like, I like the episode like where he's playing dodgeball and he's explaining like
that was funny. That was like the first clip that I saw, and I was like, oh man, this show has so much potential.
Like not only is he gauging like how strong he can throw the ball, he's also gauging like he's taking like a mass poll of how people like him.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to be too light because then people will like bug him. He doesn't want to be not liked at all because then people will bug him for being like, oh, you're a loser.
Yeah, so he wants to fly in the exact medium,
that perfect medium or whatever.
That way he's under the radar pretty much completely, because if people like you, people are going to know about you. If people don't like you, people are going to know about you.
So he wants to be in the middle. He wants people not to know him. And I thought that was a great concept, and like he's struggling with this dodgeball game because he can't lose because then his people will hate him or whatever.
Right.
But he can't win because then people will love him or whatever. So he's like, okay, well, I'll take the fall or whatever. And every time he tries to take the fall, somebody comes in and like saves his ass essentially. And at the very end, like he ends up with that higher number than he wanted because he had to win. And then someone hugs him and instantly his score drops to below 50, like the 40. He's like, damn,
the person that hugs him, by the way, is one of my favorite parts of the show. Yeah, easily. So there's this gargantuan goon of a high school boy
who's got like a blonde mohawk.
Yeah, he looks like a freak, and he's an absolute moron.
Yeah.
So Saiki K can't read his mind like everyone else.
Literally, he's like, I don't get it. he has like no brain. There's nothing there. So he's the only guy that Saiki can't predict, and and it drives him nuts.
So stupid.
And his kids is like, oh, we're best friends. He's like, and he kind of for some reason has like a sixth sense of where he is. He's like, oh, I know exactly where he is because we're best friends or whatever. I liked him a lot. I got
a kick out of him.
There's a bit where like they're doing the sports festival and they take out his antennas or whatever, and then Saiki K's powers are kind of all whack. But the bit that I thought that I liked was they were all wearing headbands or whatever. And his headband went around where his shaved head is. Yeah. So it looked like he had like a full head of hair. Yeah. And people were like, that's kind of, that's interesting. The bit where he goes to the beach, I really liked. Yeah. The one I really liked too was the fact that Saiki K meets a, what's the word when you see dead people?
Like a medium?
A medium, right? Yeah. And the medium can tell people who their guardian is. So everybody has like a dead person hanging around with them. And it turns out that like, this medium is ignoring the Saiki K's best friend in quotations, and then he finally like, oh my god, you're a real person. It's like, yeah, and then he takes Saiki K somewhere. He's like, touch my body. I want you to see something. I want you to show powers. And it turns out that the fucking medium's fucking his guardian or whatever is that kid's dead dad who looks exactly like him except the scars on the wrong side or whatever.
And that's fucking hilarious. That's great,
but it didn't make me laugh.
And the reason it doesn't make you laugh is because the way that the dialogue is spoken, the way that everything is laid out in front of you isn't good timing. All the timing is weird. There isn't enough emotion behind it. And the animation sucks.
Oh, yeah, it's like ugly.
There's almost no animating. It's like, all right, we're looking at this still frame for a while and people are just talking, and then because they do certain things to kind of trick you, like instead of showing the character that is talking, they're going to show a character that's being talked to.
Yeah.
So depending on who's speaking, it doesn't fucking matter. They just don't want to spend any money.
Yeah. I also really didn't care for any of the characters. I didn't sympathize with the main character. There's nothing.
I mean, I totally get it. Like, it would be hard to have to hear everyone's thoughts all the time and have to like. You don't want people to be like focusing on you. You don't want taking advantage of you or whatever. But then again, he's the most powerful being of all time. So why the fuck not?
The one moment like I liked him was the moment where he's like calculating how many desserts he should buy. Like, is it quantity over quality or quality over quantity? Yeah. I'm like, oh, you know why I like that? That's a human thing to do. That's like the one, that's the one human thing you do. But besides that, like, I was like, you know what? I don't care for him. I really don't. And all the other side characters I really don't like. Like, he has a girl that's obsessed with him because she thinks she's perfect, and he sees right through her. Don't like her
because he could read all of her thoughts. Yeah.
There's a friend of his who thinks he's he's like some reincarnate of some sort of like magical person who has like a special powers. He's trash.
Well, so they have a bit with him too, where he thinks he's magic, but he's not. And for whatever reason, Saiki feels bad about it, and it like save him from embarrassment by like making him actually magic sometimes and stuff. And I got a kick out of it because they played like a special theme for him as soon as it happened. And that was one part where I was like real close to laughing. I'm like, I like that. That's pretty fun.
I didn't like him. There's also the character like who's the student council president. He's super athletic. He's super into like doing physical stuff. He's like super hype, and he's a all around great guy. But for some reason, his pants always fall. We always see his ass, which is like, what? Why? Who else is there? There's the buddy that we do like, the one character that we do think's funny, and then the people I hate the most, I think, are Saiki's parents. Like,
his parents suck.
His parents are fucking horrible. His dad's job is to lick shoes, like literally lick shoes. Like he's like, oh, I got time to go lick shoes. It's like, ew, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Yeah, but that's a funny concept though.
But it didn't make me laugh
because it wasn't well done.
Yeah. No.
It's like, what if we made him just lick shoes as a job? Like, oh man, that's pretty funny. But like, how do we make it work in this world? Fuck it.
Whatever.
Just like, okay. So we're just kind of phoning that in. Like we had a good premise there, but then no setup.
Yeah. Honestly, it falls in a lot of fronts. It falls on the animation side, the visual side, the dialogue. I personally don't think these jokes are funny. Yeah. If you like dry humor, maybe this is for you. But this is like not even different. Dry. Like,
dry humor is fucking hilarious.
It's just like super concentrated bullshit. It's just like nothing.
Yeah, I think the problem is that it's trying so hard to make you laugh,
and people like it, which is surprising. Like,
people love this show.
I don't see what they like in it. Honestly, it legitimately gave me fucking Neo Yokio vibes. Where it's like, you know what? Like,
shout out to all the haters.
Yeah, there's things out there that I like, but like, it's just not good in my opinion.
Yeah, not for me. Not my cup
I don't think I'd recommend this to anybody. I remember in class the other day we were talking about stuff on Netflix, and some fucking guy butts in and he goes like, "Oh yeah, started watching Saiki K, and the guy looks at him and then looks at me, and I'm like, yeah, that show's fucking trash. Don't watch it. And
What
he
the
goes
guy?
like, huh?
What'd he say?
He's like, oh, I think it's pretty enjoyable. I think it's pretty funny. I was like, yeah, because you're fucking garbage. Get the
Man, garbage people liking garbage things. That being said, I'm a garbage person. I like garbage things on occasion, and that's
it's okay.
that's fine. People can do whatever they want.
Yeah, you can like whatever you want. I don't give a shit. But this is brilliant for me. I'm glad I didn't finish it. Sometimes I feel bad when I don't finish a show.
No,
didn't feel bad at all
no,
about
no,
this.
no.
This would have been such a chore to try to finish all 24 episodes. I think that's it. That's like all I really have to say about the show.
I don't have a lot to say. Yeah, I think we pretty much covered everything. Do you remember the intro?
Maybe.
I don't. Do you remember the outro?
No.
When did you watch these?
I don't know the other. Maybe you know what? Maybe the reason I probably remember they just probably skipped them. I probably was like, "Fuck this! Just get this through."
Yeah, they were not memorable in any way to me, but I feel like they were also the best part
because it's the ending
in terms of the animation. Like
maybe that's where the budget went.
I don't know. It's just so. I just felt bad watching it. Like I felt real fucking bad.
One thing about watching it is that it is dubbed. I watched it dubbed.
Yeah.
I legitimately popped it on and went straight to work, and I was just like, you know what? It's still playing and it's still bad. So
I watched it subbed. It was
it's a chore, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's bullshit. It's easy to digest because it's bad.
The good news is God of War 3 has been out for a little bit.
Oh my God.
I mean, God of War, not even God of War 3.
God of War 3 has been out for a long time.
It's been out for a little bit here. Fun game. The new God of War is way different, and I like it so much.
Maybe we should have said that at the top of the show.
Yeah, well, it's important to kind of end on a positive note, and that's what's positive in my life right now. So what about you, bitch? What about you? Bring me something.
I had the curry at a teriyaki house recently. And I'm really craving it. I got the medium because he said, I don't want to. He's like, I don't know what your spice tolerance is. And it's a little more than yours.
Yeah.
It did taste good in my opinion.
It tastes good, yeah.
But I
want some more heat.
I'm excited to try the hot because I can imagine because it's mild, medium hot, right?
Yeah,
I can imagine the mild just like really bland because I'm just
because it tastes exactly like the medium, but with like, it still had heat to it, but like
barely.
It's pretty much like
burly, dog.
If you put like a tiny little drop of water in it to like get rid of that heat, you know, diluted. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's almost exactly the same. I saw flakes of pepper in the medium, and it tastes the same pretty much.
Anyways, I'm really excited to try the hot eventually.
Oh man, me too.
I don't think we're going to try it today because they might be closed.
They might be. They is be.
We don't know. They could be open.
They changed their hours like motherfuckers.
They changed the one by my house. I don't think they changed the other one.
Maybe not.
I'm not willing to drive all the way out there and be like, are you guys closed?
Yeah,
I'm going to give them a call. Anyways, I really want to try that hot curry.
True.
I like the potatoes. I even like the carrots. I ate them. They weren't bad.
Yeah, I had a good time with it.
So
ending
on a positive note.
If you want to eat at Teriyaki House, do that. Yes, highly recommended. Their chicken bowls are great. Their beef bowls are great. Their beef bowls. You can get their combo too. Get a little bit of sweet and sour. You could even have an egg roll with that. Get wild.
Ooh, yeah. Well, that's the show. Next week we're going to be reviewing what this Netflix show called. What?
It's a movie called In This Corner of the World. Right.
It is a movie. What I fucking wanted to watch this week. Because before you cut me off, like, we're watching Saiki K.
In This Corner of the World.
In This Corner of the World next week. If you like our logo, hit up Aaron from TurbyTops.com. Super great person to work with. If you like our intro song, hit up Tom Nasser. He's on YouTube and SoundCloud. Nasser, N-A-S-R. Trip, where can we find us?
People can find us on Facebook. If you want to look up the Instant Ramen Podcast, that's totally fine. Do that. You can find us. Same goes for Instagram and Twitter. Well, you just look up at Instant Ramen Pod.
Podcast Infit.
I went on my Twitter the other day, or I was tweeting at I don't know. I was doing some Twitter shit. And I was like, why doesn't the Instant Ramen Podcast exist? Because I'm a fucking idiot. I say it, but I never type it. So I'm typing out the Instant Ramen Podcast. Why isn't at Instant Ramen Podcast working? And I'm like, I should be fired. If you want to send us an email, instantRamenPodcast@gmail.com. You could tell us about how much you like Saiki K and how you never, ever want to hear us speak again. Or like completely agree with us because it was such a weird time where I was enjoying it, but not at all.
Yep.
I was mad. I was fucking furious watching this show.
I'm just still fucking... I'm boosted that you're a fucking idiot and don't know. Every week, Interim Pod, you're like, why is it a podcast?
I know.
Such a dumbass.
Yeah, I know. I felt like a goddamn moron. And I'm like, hey, nobody knows that this happened, right? All right, good.
It's been like a bit since like the very first episode.
Yeah, and guess what? Like, I'm a fucking moron.
Anyways, this is bye from Juan.
I'll see you around from Chris.
Hey, Trip, don't forget.
I'm a fucking moron.
No, hey, Trip, don't forget.
Just add hot water.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay.